Hello students, how are you? Hope you all are healthy and safe at your home. I am Shweta Jain representing Shiv Jyoti Educational Group Kota. Students, today we will study science and we will do the revision of chapter 6 Plants, the Producers. The PDF for this chapter has already been shared to you along with the bookwork, copy work and the explanation video. I hope you all have gone through it well. So today we will revise this chapter. So all of you open your books, chapter 6, page number 47. Plants, the producers. Now as the name of the chapter, children, producers are those which produce something. So here plants are called as producers as they can make their own food. All the animals are dependent directly or indirectly on plants for their food. Now you in your previous classes you all have studied about different parts of plant. So leaf is also one of the part of plant which is very important. Now we will discuss about leaf. Leaf is generally green in color. It is due to the presence of a green colored substance called as chlorophyll, and this chlorophyll helps the leaf or plant to prepare its own food. Now in some plants you might have seen that leaves are red in color, like in case of croton plant. Now here what happens, along with the chlorophyll they also contains a red colored substance, and this red colored substance is more in quantity as compared to chlorophyll. That's why they appear red in color, but they also produce their own food. So now we will discuss the structure of a leaf. So students, have a look at the diagram shown here. Now see, this is a structure of a leaf. This part, the flat broad part of the leaf is called as leaf blade. And another name of leaf blade is lamina. It is also called as leaf lamina or leaf blade. Now there is a thin tube which is running through the center of the leaf. This thin tube is called as main vein. Now from this main vein many small tubes are arising along the sides of the leaf. You can see here in the picture shown. These side tubes are called as side veins. So students, main vein and side veins helps in transport of water, mineral and food to and from the leaves. Like when water and minerals, when stem brings water and mineral to the leaf, then these veins they transport it in the throughout the leaf, okay, and the food which is prepared at the leaf, it is also transported from overall leaf to the stem so that it can be transported further. So this is about the structure of a leaf. Now besides this, leaves also contains tiny pores. These are the tiny pores which are called as stomata. These are present on the underside of the leaves, and they are also scattered throughout the leaf, but they are seen underside of the leaf only, and these pores helps a plant to breathe. So this is about the structure of a leaf. Now students, we come to our next topic, that is food preparation in plants. Now when we talk about food preparation in plants, so students, as plants can make their own food, so there is a process called photosynthesis. Now this photosynthesis is a process through which plants prepare their own food by the help of sunlight and chlorophyll. Now we will discuss this chapter, this topic in detail, how this process takes place. So children, these are the roots of a plant. Then this is a stem, and from a stem several branches, leaves, flowers. Now you see the plant grows in soil. So this part is soil below the ground. Now during the process of photosynthesis, what happens? First of all, plants take water and minerals from the soil. So here water and minerals are present in soil. So the process of photosynthesis is the process through which plants prepare their own food. So they need some raw materials to prepare their food. So these raw materials are first of all water and minerals. So from where plants get this water and minerals? From the soil, plants get water and minerals, and the roots of the plant, they absorb these water and mineral and transport it to the stem. Now here the water and minerals reach to the stem, and from the stem they reaches to each and every leaf of a plant so that the food can be prepared over there. Then the second raw material over here is carbon dioxide. Now this carbon dioxide is present in the air which is surrounding the plant. So carbon dioxide, plants take this carbon dioxide through the pores which are present in the leaves, which we call as stomata. So in this way they are getting the second raw material. And the third thing which is required by plants for the process of sunlight, the process of photosynthesis is sunlight. So how plants are getting sunlight? Now the chlorophyll which is present in the leaves, this chlorophyll absorbs the sun's radiation, and this chlorophyll is present in leaves, so it absorbs the solar radiations or it absorbs the sunlight, which helps in the process of photosynthesis. So this is the overall process of photosynthesis, in which plants takes carbon dioxide from the air through the stomata, they take water and minerals from the soil through their roots, and they take sunlight which they absorb by the help of chlorophyll. So this is all about the process of photosynthesis. So this way food is prepared by the plants. Now students, when food is prepared by the plants, they give out oxygen, which is very useful for all the living organisms, okay, because we need oxygen for breathing. Now we come to the next topic, that is use and storage of food prepared. So students, when food is prepared by the plants, it is prepared in form of simple sugars. Plants convert all the raw materials into simple sugars. Now these simple sugars are transported from leaves to different parts of the plant, where they use these sugars to get energy so that they can live and they can grow. So when different parts use these simple sugars, then extra sugars are still there in the plant. So now the plant stores this extra sugar in form of starch in various parts. Okay, so these simple sugars are converted into starch and they are stored in the different parts of a plant. Like they can store it in the roots and we eat these roots. Some examples are radish, turnip. They can store it in the stem, like in case of potato, sugarcane. So many other examples are also there. They can store it in leaves, like in case of spinach, lettuce, fenugreek. Other examples are also there. They can also store this extra food in fruits which we eat, like mango, orange, etc. So in different parts of plant, this extra food gets stored in form of starch. Now we come to the next topic, that is interdependence of plants and animals. So students, as we know that plants are producers, they prepare their own food. Now, and all the animals are dependent directly or indirectly on plants for their food. So interdependence word here means dependence on each other. So not only animals depend on the plants, plants are also dependent on the animals. So now we will discuss how they are interdependent. First of all, as plants prepare their food, herbivores eat the plants, then carnivores eat herbivores. So there exists a chain in nature which is called as food chain. Now if we talk about food chain, it is like plants, they are producing the food, then plants are eaten by herbivores as they are the plant eating animals, and herbivores are eaten by carnivores as they are the flesh eating animals. Now we can see that directly or indirectly all different types of animals are dependent on plants for their food. Okay, now we can have one example of food chain like grass is eaten by deer, which is a herbivore, and deer is then eaten by lion or tiger or any other carnivore. So this is called a food chain. Okay, so now we can see that all the animals are dependent on plants for their food. Now how plants are dependent on animals? So when animals breathe, they give out carbon dioxide, and as we have discussed in photosynthesis that carbon dioxide is the raw material of photosynthesis. So plants requires carbon dioxide for preparing their own food. So indirectly plants are also dependent on animals. Similarly, during the process of photosynthesis, oxygen gas is given out, and all the animals need oxygen to stay alive so that they can breathe. Okay, so all these are interdependent on each other. So now we come to the next topic, that is balance in nature. Now students, we know that in nature two different types of living things are there, plants and animals. So it is also necessary to maintain a balance in their number. So because if the number of animals increase tremendously, when there is a very much increase in number of animals, then what happens? Then the food which is prepared by plant and oxygen, this food and oxygen become insufficient for all the animals. Okay, and if the number of animals decreases to a very lower level, then what happens? Then the carbon dioxide which is provided by the animals into the air for the plants to prepare their own food, it will become insufficient for the plants. So in this way there can be an imbalance in nature. So it is very important to maintain the number of plants and animals, and we can do this by conserving both plants as well as animals. So students, this was all about the explanation part of this chapter. Students, now we will mark the internal questions. So open your books and get ready with your pencils. So first question here is, name the tiny holes present on underside of a leaf. So answer is stomata. Now this is given on page number 48. So you see on page number 48 in your books, in the second paragraph under the heading parts of a leaf, you can see the second paragraph, second line, on the underside of a leaf there are many tiny holes called stomata. So you mark stomata over here and write the question above the paragraph. Okay. So now we move to next question. Which solution when added to starch turns blue black? So answer to this question is iodine solution, and it is given on page number 49. So see, open page number 49, it is given over here in the second paragraph. You can see third line, starch turns the iodine solution blue black. So underline this line, starch turns the iodine solution blue black. Okay, and write the question above the paragraph. Now we move to next question. In which form extra food is stored in plants? Now answer to this is starch, and it is given on page number 50. So open page number 50 of your book, and you can see here the first paragraph of your book under the heading use and storage of food prepared. The second last line, you can see extra food is stored in roots, stem, fruits, leaves and seeds in the form of starch. So you underline a starch over here and write the question above the paragraph. So this is all about the internal questions. Now we will move to the book work. So first exercise is on page number 47. Have a look at the exercise. Activity time. Write down the names of vegetables that you get from the following parts of plants. So here blanks are given and you have to write one example of each. Roots, turnip, stem, potato, leaves, spinach, flower, cauliflower. So we used to eat all these parts as they store food. Now we move to next exercise. Let's recall. It's given on page number 50. Write T for true and F for false statements. Now, plants can make their own food. So, children, this is the correct statement. That's why we call them as producers. So, T will come here. All plants depend on animals for food. Now, this is a wrong statement because all animals depend directly or indirectly on plants for their food. Stomata are present on the underside of a leaf. Now this is also a correct statement. So we have written T over here. Leaves make food for a plant. Again this is a correct statement because leaves contains chlorophyll which help in preparing food for plants. Leaves take in oxygen through stomata to make food for the plant. So here this statement is false because raw material for photosynthesis is carbon dioxide. So leaves take in carbon dioxide and not the oxygen. Okay, they give out oxygen during this process. Now we come to the next exercise. It's given on page number 53. Exercise number A. Tick the correct answers. Which of the following are producers? Plants, animals, men, birds. So here the correct answer is plants. Then green colored substance present in leaves is stomata, veins, lamina, chlorophyll. Here the correct answer is chlorophyll. Stomata, veins and lamina are the parts of a leaf. The broad flat part of a leaf is called leaf blade, main vein, stomata or starch. Here the correct answer is leaf blade and it is also called as leaf lamina. Okay. Then plants give out oxygen, carbon dioxide, sunlight, chlorophyll. Here the correct answer is oxygen because they take carbon dioxide during the process and they use sunlight by the help of chlorophyll and they gives out oxygen during photosynthesis. Now food factory of a plant is root, fruit, flower or leaf. So here leaf is the correct answer as it contains chlorophyll and it helps in preparing food by the plants. Now we move to next exercise, that is exercise number B. It's on the same page. Fill in the blanks with the correct words. Now here some options are also given in the bracket. So you can choose the correct one from here. Leaves are dash due to the presence of chlorophyll. So green, yellow or red. So chlorophyll is a green colored substance. So we will write green over here. Dash transport food, water and minerals to and from the leaves. Veins, roots, flowers. So the correct answer here is veins because veins are present inside the leaves. Then dash help the plant to breathe. So stomata, veins or roots. So here the correct answer is stomata because these are the small pores which are present on the underside of the leaves through which plants can take gases inside. Extra food is stored in the form of dash, simple sugar, starch or iodine. So here the correct answer is starch because food is prepared in form of simple sugars, it is stored in form of starch and iodine is used to test the presence of starch. Roots absorb water and minerals from the dash, air, soil or sun. So water and minerals are present in soil. So plants take these water and mineral from the soil by the help of their roots. So here soil will come. Now we move to next exercise. It's on the same page, page number 53. Name the following. The substance that makes leaves green, it is chlorophyll. The gas absorbed by plants for photosynthesis, carbon dioxide. Then the food factory or kitchen of a plant is leaf. Students, here leaf is called as food factory of a plant or kitchen of the plant because food is prepared at leaves. Okay. Then any three parts where food is stored in plants, roots, fruits, stems, and you can also write leaves, flowers. Okay. Then the process by which plants make their own food, so this process is called as photosynthesis. Okay. So this was all about the book work. Now we come to the copy work. So let us start with the definitions. So first definition is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a green substance present in leaves. Second, photosynthesis, the process by which green plants make their own food in the presence of sunlight. Third, producers, green plants that can make their own food are called as producers. Okay. So this was all about the definitions. Now we move to answer the following questions. What are the functions of a leaf? So first function is leaf prepares food for plants as they contain chlorophyll. Second function, leaf has tiny holes called stomata which help the plant to breathe. So these are the two functions. Now second question is, how are the plants and animals interdependent? So first, animals depend on plants for their food. This we have studied through food chain also. Then plants give out oxygen which is taken by animals, and animals give out carbon dioxide which is taken by plants for photosynthesis. Now next question, what are the raw materials needed to make food? How plants obtain these raw materials? Sunlight, water and carbon dioxide are the raw materials needed by the plant to make food. So children, there are three raw materials. They are sunlight, water and carbon dioxide. Water and minerals are absorbed from the soil by the help of their roots. Carbon dioxide is absorbed from the air through stomata, and sunlight is absorbed by the chlorophyll which is present in leaves. Then we come to the next question. Draw a well labeled diagram of a leaf. Now see here, this is the diagram of a leaf, and I have also explained you earlier. This part, this flat broad part is called as leaf blade or leaf lamina. Then you can see this tube which is running through the center of the leaf is called as main vein, and the tubes or the veins which are arising from the main vein throughout the leaf surface are called as side veins. So this is about the structure of a leaf. Now we come to the next diagram, that is photosynthesis. Now you can see here, this is the diagram which is showing the process of photosynthesis. You can see three raw materials. These are water and minerals, second is carbon dioxide, and third is sunlight. So plants are taking water and minerals from the soil through their roots. Now this is transported through the stem to the leaves. Then plants are taking carbon dioxide from the surrounding air into their leaves through stomata, and they are taking sunlight which chlorophyll absorbs, which is present on leaves, and during the process they are giving out oxygen. You can see oxygen here. So this is the complete process of photosynthesis. So students, this was all about the explanation of this chapter. I hope you all have revised it well. Have a nice day. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.